Hello, users, and welcome to another episodic installation of Above It All. So, meanwhile, while Donald Trump is trying to say that the riots and the looting is all Biden's fault, even though Trump is president and Biden is not president, a reporter with MSNBC decided, hey, let's go ask these protesters, the rioters and looters, all these rioters and looters, let's go ask them what's popping now. So, this is what happened.
What impact do you foresee their movement having on the election?
Yeah, I spend a lot of time at protests, especially with the youth. I've been there from a personal reason, but also from an academic reason as well. I ask people there, what are you going to do in November? Why are you here? What are you going to do in November? And they say, I'm not going to show up because Bernie is not on the ticket. And I think that this highlights a bigger point, which is that even though we had this Democratic National Convention that was meant to unify a party, the DNC did not bring in the youth, and I think they need to do a better job of giving folks who have legitimate concerns about the direction of this country and their own interactions with institutions, including law enforcement, right, to be viewed, to be seen, to be heard, and to be included in the platform.
We're going to leave it there. Nazita Lajarbati, thank you.
I love how they just cut it off there. Let's not pontificate on why that would be, but So again, Trump is trying to paint this as radical left Joe Biden supporters. What? These people don't like Joe Biden. This is what I've been telling you. They do not like Joe Biden. This is not the Biden riots. This is the Trump-bred riots. We've got thousands, millions of people that are starving or undernourished because they cannot feed their families, because they lost their job throughout the COVID pandemic, and the fucking $600 a week thing ran out. And you've got a bunch of people that are grasping for straws trying to pay their rent. But hey, Trump signed an eviction moratorium, but it's not a rent moratorium. So while these people have no jobs, their rent is accumulating and they'll just have to pay the bill in a couple more months. All it does is kick the can down the road a little bit. Nothing actually is alleviated. No stress is actually alleviated. But again, this garbage country and these garbage political parties want you to think it's Biden versus Trump. Everything in the world is Biden versus Trump. When I walked into the supermarket and they didn't have any fresh bananas, that was all Biden versus Biden's fault, even though Trump is president and Biden, god dang, it's Biden versus, they want to try to misdirect and lead everything all the way to Biden versus Trump. Rioters and looters, because they have no imagination. They've got no nuance. They can't actually think before they speak. So they don't realize, oh, wait, all these young people, they don't give a shit about Joe Biden. They don't give a shit about Donald Trump. They give a shit about feeding their kids. They give a shit about where they're going to live. They give a shit about if they're going to be able to shit and flush the toilet, because who knows if the plumbing is on or who knows if the water is on, okay? This is what people in this country are worried about. And you've got these dumbasses, rioters and looters. Dang, Trump voter, god dang. Rioters and looters making Trump vote. What? This is about people's material needs. This is about people's conditions in the real world. This isn't about your stupid kabuki theater election that no one gave a shit about, that people stopped caring about, okay? This is seriously a huge problem, and there's this giant disconnect. And again, you see MSNBC go, wow. Well, thank you for that. Have a good one. Where's the conversation? Oh, wait, there is none? Because they don't care? They want to put the cloak on there as much as possible. But guess what? The cloak doesn't fit. It got shrunk in the laundry, okay? It doesn't fit anymore, and we can see your ankles, United States of America's failing system of governance. And guess what? We're coming for them. So thank you for watching, everyone. Be sure to be intelligent when you converse about politics with people. There's a lot of misinformation. I would say 99% of people that don't cover politics or don't talk about politics that much, but still know a little bit about it, are probably not living in the same reality. I've got people in my family that talk about rioters, goddamn rioters, they're gonna come in and break our windows. like, what? Like, we live in a rural town. Like, we don't live in Portland. Like, what? But again, you see all these people that are convinced that black people are running through the streets and they're going to kill them all. And it's just bizarre. So again, you got to be safe out there, and you got to be armed with knowledge, because knowing how this stuff works is most of the battle. Okay, so anyway, thank you for watching. Y'all have a good one. I'll see you again soon.